Hey guys, welcome to Grammar and Writing Lesson 121. So I have decided to stop doing vocabulary because I know that you guys really aren't paying attention to the videos anyway, so I'm not going to waste my time making your vocabulary slides. I'm just going to teach you the concepts and move on. So today we're talking about complements. Nouns can be complements. Well, what is a complement? So let's learn what that is. In addition to the subject and verb, many sentences have a third basic part called a complement. A complement is a sentence completer. It completes the meaning begun by the subject and verb. So the word complement is really from the word complete because it completes what is begun by the subject and verb. Some subjects and verbs are complete without another part. For example, the lion roared. We could add more here, but even without anything else, the sentence is a complete thought. You have the idea. There's a lion, he roars. You don't really need anything else to understand what's going on. But some subjects and verbs are incomplete by themselves. The sailor raised. Well, what did he raise? Something more is needed to make this a complete thought, because we have no idea what he raised. What did he lift up? The sailor raised the sail. So the noun sail completes the meaning. It is the complement. It's the completer. So we understand what he raised, what he lifted up. It's the sail. So to find a complement, say the subject and verb together and then ask what or whom. The word in the predicate answers the question is the complement. And you're going to practice with that on page 146, which this is a screenshot of page 146. So you're looking for the word that completes the meaning. In our study of nouns, we will learn about three kinds of complements: the predicate nominative, the direct object, and the indirect object. So today we're going to focus on the predicate nominative. A predicate nominative is a noun or a pronoun that follows a linking verb and renames or explains the subject. This noun or pronoun, but we're going to focus on nouns right now, means the same thing or person as the subject. For example, Jacob is a boy. Boy is a noun that means the same person as the subject, Jacob. So Jacob is a boy. If you just said Jacob is, you wouldn't have a complete thought. You need that word boy to complete your thought. Jacob is a boy. So boy is our completer. It's a predicate nominative because it's following a linking verb. That's what makes this a predicate nominative. The term predicate nominative simply means a naming word in the predicate, so that means the part that goes with the verb, the part of the sentence with the verb, that refers to the subject. It is a predicate noun because the word boy is a noun. However, we will use the term that includes nouns and pronouns, predicate nominative. So predicate noun is a predicate nominative, but we don't say the word predicate pronoun. So we use the term predicate nominative to talk about predicate nouns and pronouns. So let's look at another example sentence. Dwight D. Eisenhower was our president at one time. Was our president at one time is the complete predicate. Okay, so starting with was, going to time, that's the complete predicate. President is the naming word in the predicate that refers to the subject. Therefore, the word president is called a predicate nominative. It explains the subject, but it's located in the predicate. To test whether or not a word is a predicate nominative, try replacing the verb with the word equals. If the statement is true, you have selected the right word. So for our first example, Jacob equals a boy. True, he equals a boy. He's the same as a boy. Dwight D. Eisenhower equals our president. Again, true, that's who he is, that he is the same as president. So we know that is the right word. Is a dog a predicate nominative in the following sentence? Try the test and see. Kayla owns a beautiful dog. Could I say Kayla equals a beautiful dog? No, we know that Kayla is a person based on this verb. We know that she's the owner. It's not that she is the same as this dog. She owns the dog. So the reason that this is not true, is this is not a predicate nominative, is because first of all, this isn't a linking verb. A predicate nominative can only follow a linking verb. Predicate nominatives can never be found in prepositional phrases. He was a soldier in the war. So our prepositional phrase is in the war. Soldier is the predicate nominative, not war, because war is in the prepositional phrase. Also, when we try our test, he equals soldier. If I said he equals war, no, that doesn't work. He equals soldier. So whenever you see a prepositional phrase, you can block that off in your mind because you know it won't be in there. Predicate nominatives may be compound. Remember, compound means you have more than one. The new class officers are Bill, Sue, and Jean. The class officers equal Bill, Sue, and Jean. It's all three of them. Predicate nominatives are sometimes called subject complements because they refer back to the subject. Subject complements always follow linking verbs. Have you memorized the following list of linking verbs? If not, memorize them now. Am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been, taste, feel, smell, sound, look, hear, become, seem, grow, remain, stay. Now notice some of the verbs in the last three columns, these ones right here, starting with taste, in the last three columns above are not used with predicate nominatives, but with predicate adjectives, which you will study later. Let's talk about your homework. You need to complete Language C, pages 146 to 148. 147 is just the page that we went over. There's no work on it. So there's just work on page 146 and 148. So let's take a quick peek at what those pages require. This is from page 146. In your mind, read the subject and verb in each sentence and ask who, what, or whom. Circle the complement after the verb that answers the question. So number 1. Dad parked the car in the shade. What's our verb? Parked. Who parked? Dad parked. Okay, so now I'm going to find the complement. Dad parked who or what? Dad parked car. He cannot have parked shade because that is part of my prepositional phrase, in the shade, so that wouldn't work. He parked the car. Okay, it's as simple as that. Let's try one more. Mr. Schwartz is my science teacher. Mr. Schwartz is, that's my subject verb. Mr. Schwartz is who or what? He's teacher. Okay, and we can even apply our test. Mr. Schwartz equals teacher. Yes, he does. So complements follow verbs. This is the think back on the bottom of page 146. Not all sentences need complements, so not every sentence will have one. Read the subject, verb, and complement together. If they do not make sense, you have chosen the wrong words. Try this in the sentences you just marked. So when you finish all of them, try them. For example, Dad parked car. Yeah, it makes sense. Mr. Schwartz is teacher. Yep, makes sense. Okay, this would be page 148. The first exercise, think A, says number 1, underline each linking verb 2 times. Number 2, underline each subject 1 time. Number 3, ask who or what after the subject and verb, and then circle the predicate nominative. So here, for the example, George is our best runner. What's our verb? Our linking verb is, so it's marked here. Who is? George is. George is who or what? George is runner. So you circle runner. George equals runner? Yes. Mr. Spell became a citizen yesterday. Okay, let's find our verb. Became, that's right. So we underline it twice. Who became? Mr. Spell became. Okay, sounds like a very German name. Mr. Spell became who or what? He became citizen. He didn't become yesterday. That's a time, okay? You can't become a time. You become a citizen, a ciudadano. So Mr. Spell equals citizen. Yeah, that's correct. The Minutemen were brave soldiers. What's our verb? Were, that's correct. Who or what were? Minutemen were. Minutemen were what? Minutemen were soldiers. Be careful, it's not brave. Brave is describing soldiers. So Minutemen equals soldiers? Yes. Okay, now let's look at write B at the bottom of the page. Write 2 sentences containing predicate nominatives. Then check your sentences. For example, he was a soldier in the Korean War. He equals soldier. Right? Yep, that works. So now it's going to be your turn. Write 2 sentences and then test the subject. Put the subject here. And then put your predicate nominative here to see if it works. Okay? Let me know if you have any questions. That's it for our lesson today. Have a great day. Bye.